Here is Davzia TV. Today, we'll be recapping Spontaneous, a 2020 American coming-of-age, science fiction, romantic black comedy, horror film written and directed by Brian Duffield. There will be spoilers ahead. Senior girl Katelyn erupts abruptly during a senior mathematics lesson at Covington High, splashing the surrounding pupils and classroom with blood. During the investigation, the police take the class into custody, but they are unable to pinpoint the source of the explosion, safe from ruling out an attack. During her detention, senior student Mara, Katherine Langford, warns the class that it could happen again, which her friends take seriously. After that, she receives a text from an unknown person claiming to have had a crush on her for years. Mara quickly requests that the texter not send a dick photograph, to which the texter answers with a photo of Richard Nixon. Mara gets high on mushrooms purchased from school dealers, Lane McNeil and Clive Holloway, and goes for tea with her best friend Tess, Haley Law. Following Katelyn's funeral service, fellow student Dylan, Charlie Plummer, approaches the pair and reveals himself to be the unknown texter with a crush on Mara. Dylan tells how he had begun to reflect about life and how easily it may end, and how he concluded he needed to act after hearing Mara's recommendation that the tragedy repeat itself. They start dating and go to a school football game and a home party together, but both are cut short when a jock and a drink server explode, throwing the guests into a panic. For the time being, classes are cancelled, and students begin to refer to the explosions as the Covington Curse. Numerous government agencies are alerted to the incidents, and FBI agent Carla Rosetti, Yvonne Orji, is assigned to the case. She enlists the help of Mara and Tess. I'm sure you're enjoying this story, so a simple like and subscription would be greatly appreciated. If you haven't already. While looking into the possibility of drug involvement, Mara and the Dalton brothers, the school's dealers, go for a drive, the duo erupts, and the automobile crashes. Before federal officers come in protective suits and apprehend the pair, Dylan arrives and consoles a stunned Mara. The senior class is quarantined as the government develops a snooze button drug to cure the kids, which results in many students exploding. Mara and Dylan continue to see each other and lead a hedonistic lifestyle, having sex and dancing to 80s music in an old barn, realizing that every day could be their last. Although the villagers begin to fear the pupils, school continues for the senior class, and Agent Rosetti unwittingly discloses to Mara that the explosions may not yet be over. At a school session, a student explodes while demonstrating the pill's alleged efficiency, setting off a chain reaction of explosions throughout the classroom. During the ensuing frenzy, dozens of students detonate, and Mara and Dylan are separated by the mob as they try to flee the building. Mara easily flees through a side door and reunites with Dylan, who declares his love for her before unexpectedly exploding, hurting Mara. Following Dylan's death, a depressed Mara turns to alcohol, falling out with her parents and Tess, as well as breaking Agent Rosetti's car window with a stolen bottle of whiskey in the weeks that follow. Mara often sees student comments on the internet, suggesting that she is the Covington Curse because she was present at each explosion. Mara reconciles with Tess at the combined graduation/prom ceremony, when she discloses that she is leaving town for a beach home that night and invites her to join her. Mara nonchalantly apologizes to the attendees for generating the explosions, believing herself to be the curse, but others join in, claiming blame for coincidental personal troubles. Mara visits Dylan's cemetery after the event and has a heart-to-heart with his mother, who advises her to move on with her life. Mara apologizes to her parents and takes some time to calm down. Following the rampage, the second snooze button pill appears to be effective, as the explosions cease anticlimactically, killing 31 seniors. Authorities have ordered the closure of Covington High School, which will be demolished. Mara buys Dylan's milk van and, with her parents' permission, moves into the beach house with Tess, as they had planned since childhood. What the fuck else can you do? Mara concludes the film by advising the audience to appreciate life while it lasts. Spontaneous begins with a bang and ends with a sigh of relief. Spontaneous, 2020, directed by Brian Duffield for Paramount Pictures, gets off to a fast start. High school senior Mara Carlisle, Katherine Langford, is in class when the girl in front of her erupts. Like a balloon, Mara explains later to her friend Tess McNulty, not like a bomb, Haley Law. Soon, other students start exploding out of nowhere, and the phenomena is called the Covington Curse after the high school where it occurred. Are you enjoying this story? Could you please help us? We only ask for a simple like on this video, because it aids the YouTube algorithm in distributing the video to other outstanding YouTube users such as yourself. And if you find us interesting enough, you can subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be notified when we upload new films like this one. Thank you for your support. only a few days after the explosion, a youngster called Dylan Hovmeyer, Charlie Plummer, confesses to having a love on Mara, and the film abruptly shifts from a blend of dark comedy, horror, and mystery into coming-of-age rom-com territory, just as children began exploding. This isn't the first time the film has switched genres, as it jumps between horror, science fiction, action, and teen drama in a peculiar hybrid that doesn't connect with the plot. The frantic pace of Spontaneous makes it difficult to stay focused. Following 2 additional explosions, government officials apprehend Dylan and Mara and transport them to a testing facility, where they are confined with their classmates. At this time, it appears like the major plot has finally begun, and we'll learn more about what's causing children to explode. The entire problem is remedied with a single pill, which each pupil consumes, in a montage intermingled with exploding youngsters and close-up images of unidentified medical equipment that appear like they were acquired off a stock footage website. The film makes no attempt to explain what the pill works or why the explosions occurred. Then, for the next 20 minutes, everything slows down to a rom-com speed, until the kids start erupting again out of nowhere. Then, in the film's conclusion, a key character bursts, and the rest of the plot wanders around, following Mara as she becomes a raging drunk, gives a prom speech, and then drives away. The video concludes with a long, cliched monologue on how you can't control everything in life. When government researchers indicate it might have something to do with drugs, or when Mara reads comments online alleging she is the cause of the explosions, the movie occasionally hints at plausible explanations as to why youngsters are exploding. Mara dismisses the remarks, and they are never mentioned again. None of them ever seem to get you anywhere. We never learn whether or not the explosions were caused by her, although it's strongly indicated that they happened at random. The film began as a mystery, but finished with a disappointing lack of story twists and much more open ends than it began with. The performance was the only thing that saved the film. Mara irreverently repeats what occurs to the audience and tells her parents she's alright after the first explosion, but the subtle ways Langford delivers her words and interacts with other characters reveal that she isn't. Langford and Plummer have terrific chemistry, and the way they communicate is so genuine that it obscures the reality that the script was written by someone who has never heard a teenager speak. However, a fantastic ensemble can only carry a film so far if the plot is a train wreck. While many films, including The Florida Project, The Dead Don't Die, Tommy, and others, succeed in achieving a meandering plot and ambiguous ending, the problem with Spontaneous is that it's the type of story that requires a plot arc, as opposed to a slice-of-life film like The Florida Project or a surreal musical like Tommy. The strange flow of Spontaneous does not appear to be deliberate. The abrupt pacing shifts are unpleasant, and the absence of a closure comes across as careless writing rather than a creative choice. Spontaneous begins off strong, but the enchantment wears off long before the hysterical conclusion. Spontaneous first aired on October 2, 2020, and is now available to watch on demand. The end. Thank you for your participation in this community. I hope we were still able to deliver with this story. Let us know what you think of this story. And if you aren't already a part of this family, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell to receive videos as soon as they are released and to be eligible to win a variety of prizes from us. Check out the movie that is currently on your screen. It's also a fantastic one. Davzia Television. Do it, click it. Do it. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Check out the story that's currently on your screen, it's also a good one. If you aren't already a member of the family, you can subscribe to this channel for more fantastic stories like these. Hey! Thank you for your ongoing support, it is greatly appreciated. We'll see you in the next one. Davzia TV.